Alright, so the new season has started and I wanted to immediately start playing, so here we are gonna play some ranked again. Alright. So yes, the new season has just started and we start at Masterball rank 3. So we are at 1010 points and we start with, I think we are gonna start with the Decidueye deck, or no, actually yes. So yeah, this is the deck that I'm gonna play with. It is a new Decidueye deck that uses the new Decidueye and Veramosa, and besides that, it uses quite a few of the old cards still. So this is the deck that I'm gonna play. Let's see if we can get some wins on it. Alright, so we start with a Veramosa. We're against a Rockruff. I'm guessing a Lycanroc deck. Alright, a Leaf Cape. Alright, so we kinda need some other basics, so we play Pokeball. Yeah, that's the same one that we already had. Another Pokeball gives us a Rowlet. Alright, so we play that and then draw some more cards. A Dartrix and a Guzma. Let's do this then. Let's see, this guy is not gonna attack. And it has a weakness, so it's gonna deal 40 damage. Not too bad. Alright, so let's evolve it into Dartrix. I think we put just a Leaf Cape on here, just to be safe, and then put one energy more here. So we're gonna be able to deal... Wait, actually, this Lycanroc is gonna, of course, one-shot us. He is gonna do 100 damage. Alright, so I guess this Veramosa is gonna be knocked out, or I actually play a Leaf Cape on Dartrix and get him in the active. I mean, if he has a Guzma, then my Dartrix is gonna be knocked out, but who knows, maybe he doesn't. And then we'll live. Okay, so a Rampardos is on his way. Which is gonna knock out my Dartrix instead. maybe, or not. Depends on if he plays it, of course. Oh, he doesn't, okay. Interesting. Alright, so Decidueye. I think I'm just gonna swap it again. And then evolve into Decidueye. So now we use Jump Blues and we do damage to, I think, the Rampardos. So that's 20 damage. Not too bad yet. Here comes Rampardos. And now... Okay, he puts a cape on it, that's annoying, but we can deal with that. And the Cyrus. Okay, so Decidueye comes in. That means our Decidueye gets knocked out here. He takes 50. And we do have a Guzma, so we can Guzma to get rid of his cape. Alright, so Pheromosa again. And we get the other Decidueye. Alright, so we can do 20 here. Or, well, 40 actually. And if he wants to do damage with Rampardos, it is gonna be knocked out for sure. So, alright. Let's do 20 to the Lycanroc as well. So either if he attacks with his Rampardos here... Okay, no, he heals actually. That is a bit more annoying. So now if he does it, he deals... Okay, I can actually knock him out still, but his Lycanroc is able to knock my Pheromosa out in one shot. Oh, actually we lost. Wait, what? Why did we lose? Oh, he already had 3 points. Oh. Alright. Well, sad. Okay, well, we lose the first game. But, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's go again. Let's see if we can do a little bit better then. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. So, we are indeed playing the Decidueye deck still, and let's go here. We found our opponents, alright. Let's go. Okay, so we start with a Rowlet. We're against a dark energy deck. And it seems to be a Crobat. With a Snorlax and then probably an Arceus, right? That is kind of the most likely thing here. Right. We get a Guzma, it's not amazing. That's Professor's Research. A rare candy is good. We like the rare candy. The Decidueye needs 2 energies for 70. That is amazing. Skill Dive does 10 damage. Let's just attack the Snorlax since he has more than 70 HP. So he won't be able to get one shot. The Zubat on the bench will be able to get one shot. So we're not too worried about that guy yet. Okay, so he does get a crobat here. Which means that our Rowlet is gonna be knocked out if he has an Arceus. Okay, so he doesn't have Arceus, that's good. Alright, so let's think here. Decidueye does 70 damage. He is gonna do 50 plus maybe 30 if he has an Arceus. We're at 10 HP, so we lost 50. So we're at 80. So let's play energy here, rare candy, Decidueye. Then leaf cape. So we're at 110. And I think maybe we snipe the Zubat here. Or do we do damage to Crobat to get rid of him? I mean, taking 50 damage every turn, maybe actually more, is a little bit scary. So let's do damage to the Crobat. It now has 40 HP left. It is probably gonna do 50 damage again, yep. Okay, so Snorlax will do 100 damage probably next turn with Berry. So let's Erica. So we're at 110 again. That should be enough to survive. And then we can do 100 damage to this Crobat. So it'll get knocked out. And now let's see if he plays Snorlax or if he plays Zubat. Okay, so Snorlax it is. He's gonna do 100 then, right? With Berry. Okay, and there's Arceus. Ideally we would draw the other Decidueye that I have. Then I can just knock out the Arceus in 2 turns. And we would be good. He might have another Berry as well here. I could Mars. We have 8 cards left. One of those is the Decidueye that I need. Pheromosa is not really what I want. Alright, so basically we're looking for Decidueye. I am gonna play Mars here to maybe disrupt his hand a little bit. Okay. And then sniping the Arceus. So hopefully we just draw a Decidueye. It doesn't even matter actually if it is the EX card or the regular one. So we have a 2 in 7 chance basically. And since he has no points, we can actually survive 1 turn with a Pheromosa that gets knocked out. So we're okay there. Maybe he doesn't have anything here though. Okay, Ilma. Okay, he Ilmas his Arceus. So we do need 2 turns again. But it does mean he doesn't get to Berry here. So we get a little bit more of a chance of getting Decidueye. We can Dartrix here. That's okay, let's Sniping Arrow the Arceus again. We're just waiting for Decidueye. It's a 2 in 6 chance now. And we have 2 turns. So like 33% chance of getting it twice. Should be okay, right? Well, that's, oh wait, I played Dartrix by accident, but okay. Doesn't really matter that much, luckily. Especially if you get Decidueye, that's lovely. We can just pierce the pain, the Arceus, and let's go. That's a win. Lovely, lovely stuff. That's our first win of the season. Okay, so we're at a perfect 50-50 now. And we are at 1013 points. Amazing. Let's go again. Alright, we're against a psychic deck. I think we're just gonna start with Pheromosa since it's able to do 20 instead of just the 10. And we're against a Froakie, so this is probably a Giratina Froakie deck. I'm guessing. Alright, please Pokeball. Now it's my turn. Alright. Nothing too bad then. We're getting a Pheromosa and a Rowlet here. But I kinda want something else as well, so let's Pokemon Communications our Pheromosa. And we get a Decidueye, lovely. Let's Mars his hand. So he loses quite a bit of stuff. And then we can do 20 damage. Or actually, let's play the other Rowlet. And then 20 damage. Not bad for a first turn. What we're looking for now is a rare candy. Yeah, not from him though. That is not what I wanted, but alright. A Water Shuriken is probably gonna go... Oh, I thought it was gonna go on a Rowlet, but... He uses it on my Pheromosa. Erica. Not really what I want, but sure. Just keep doing 20 damage here. And wait. He is not able to do 60 with his Mist Slash at least. This guy is gonna do 20 damage for every energy, which is also not a lot. But it's now 40 damage per turn basically. Okay, chooses to damage my Rowlet. Okay. So nothing again. He would like to get a rare candy. Okay, so if we play Erica, Pheromosa is probably gonna do. I think we play Erica on Rowlet just to keep him alive for one turn, since he has an energy, and then play an energy there. Jump Loose is gonna deal 20 damage to both, so that's good. Since the Greninja is now 60, so we would like a rare candy, and I think then we can Decidueye any of his Pokemon right now. Or ideally we would actually knock out this Shuppet as soon as possible. Let's hope for a rare candy though. 10 cards. Maybe a professor's research into rare candy would also be good. I don't think we have had a professor's research yet. You can check. Nope, we haven't. Ah, another Decidueye. Okay. I'm not gonna play any energies here because he is then able to one-shot my guy. I think let's just do damage to the Greninja. And then we wait another turn and hope for a rare candy. Even a Dartrix would be good. But we haven't gotten either of those. Let's pray this time though. Okay, so he is getting his Banette out. That is quite a problem. since the Banette is gonna be able to not have me get some energies, right? Now we can't use energies from the active, on my active, I mean. Another Decidueye, really? So now we have 3 Decidueye. And we have literally nothing else. Alright. Skill dive, the Banette, sure. Let's do 10 damage to it. Let's finally hope we get something here. A rare candy, another rare candy, and 2 Professor's Research is what I have in my deck. So 4 out of 8 cards would be okay. Basically. Let's see if we can get it though. So I think the problem here is that I actually can't put energies on my Rowlet here. Because it's getting in the active, right? So, yeah. Even if we were to get a rare candy, then we're still gonna be knocked out here. Oh, if we don't even get it. Alright. Unlucky, I guess. It happens. Let's go again. Okay. And we are against another grass deck. So what are we up against? The new Boswell Celesteela deck. This deck looks really good to play. Not so fun to play against, probably. But alright, we'll give it a try. This guy has quite a lot of HP, it's 120, and the other guy has 140. So my deck might struggle against this. Okay, first let's Pokeball here. So I think we need something else. Yep, there we go. And then Professor's Research to get a Guzman and Rare Candy. Rare Candy is lovely. Leaf Cape. I don't think we really need it right now. And it... I don't know. Let's put it on Rowlet, I guess. Then we can skill dive his Buzzwole. So we can at least do 100 damage with the Decidueye next turn. That should be what we are looking at. Alright. Okay, so he put in a Cortana. Cortana has 90 HP, so my Decidueye is not gonna knock it out, sadly. So let's play Decidueye here. Actually, we can knock it out because we can Guzma here. So let's Guzma. Get rid of that, knock out this Cortana, and then hopefully he doesn't heal. If he heals, then I won't be able to do damage to just Buzzwole. Then I might have to swap into Pheromosa actually to do 20. Well, he plays it in the active, so even if He does, even if he heals, I can do 80 damage. But if he doesn't, I can do 9 or 100, of course. No, he's gonna swap it out to a Cortana again. Let's see though, because I think we're just gonna do damage to Buzzwole here. Let's put an energy on Pheromosa. Also Professor's Research. Dartrix Rare Candy. Nothing great. We can Pierce the Pain, the Buzzwole for 100. So it goes down to 30. And then next turn I should be able to snipe it. Let's see if he has an answer here. If he heals for 60 or 50 with Erica, he is still gonna be knocked out next turn. He can swap it in, but yeah, that won't really do anything. Okay, he can knock out this guy, yep. That is fair, that is one option, actually. An option that I didn't think of, but yes, that does work. Alright, so here we are in a little bit of trouble, actually. Alright, so let's Mars and just hope. I think that is all we can do. Hope that he doesn't or isn't able to put in his Buzzwole again. Let's just do 20 damage to Celesteela, doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so here we pray that he doesn't get anything that will win him the game. So yeah, he's gonna swap it out. And then swap it out again. Oh, of course. And that is enough, so he can just knock it out. Yeah, that is so oppressive, actually. That deck is insane. Like, actually, how that works, that is very insane. Okay. Sadly, I don't have the cards for that deck. I don't have any Buzzwole, I don't have any Celesteela. So, for now, we're just gonna play this deck. Alright, this guy was Masterball twice. Let's see. He's playing a Psychic deck as well as one of my earlier opponents. A Tapu Lele Giratina. Okay. And a Magnemite. Okay, you have enough cards on your bench now, sir. I would like you to stop. Thank you. Okay, so we Professor's Research and we got a Leaf Cape and a Pokeball. Pokeball is nice. We get another Ral, it's not really what I wanted, but sure, we'll take it. We need a Decidueye of any kind. Let's just do 10 damage to Giratina. And what we're hoping for is then the Decidueye EX, so we can do 100 damage next turn. Oh, yeah, sure, we can also Iono. Decidueye, Leaf Cape, another Decidueye, and a Rare Candy. Okay, that's good. Right, so he is playing energies on his other Giratina. Right. Which is gonna do 130. So that's actually not that much. So we can rare candy the Decidueye. Do damage to his benched Giratina. So pierce the pain, the already damaged one for 100. And then now what? What will he do? Okay, so he's gonna do 10 or 40 damage. Yeah, that's fine. Let's play Pheromosa. Let's put an energy on her as well. Let's see. So we can pierce the pain, the Giratina, get 2 points. He is gonna put in his other Giratina. And we can... we can Pheromosa the Tapu Lele after. And then if he doesn't have healing, which I don't think this deck runs any healing, then we snipe him. So this is 2 points. He won't be able to knock out my Decidueye yet. Shouldn't be able to. Okay, so he's gonna do 130. Oh, actually, yep. Guzma is gonna knock out my Decidueye. That is unfortunate. Okay, so if we want to win, we have to draw a rare candy, basically. Otherwise, I don't see a road here. Rare candy is needed. We don't even have enough energies, actually. Oh boy, alright. Well, there we go again. This deck is not treating me very well yet. 1-1, last 3. Let's try once more. Alright. A dark energy deck. No, actually we start with Rowlet because we have a Dartrix in hand as well. So yeah, there we go. This is a Dark Red Giratina, of course, with a Komala. Alright. There is the Giratina. Does he also have a Darkrai? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can... Dartrix is 30, so we can do 10 damage. Let's do 10 damage to Giratina. Just so it is damaged. And we can one-shot it, hopefully. Or not one-shot, but actually snipe it with the Decidueye later on. We do also have a rare candy. So if we get a Decidueye draw next turn, we can also rare candy. Let's see. Rare candy is not what I wanted. I wanted the Decidueye. Alright, so we play this here, Dartrix. Razor Wing, that's 30. I'm having a good day, yes, thank you. Just only started, but alright. So yeah, now it has 60. Still would love to draw a Decidueye. Let's see if we can get the Decidueye. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Giratina gets healed up. And gets a cape. Okay, so it has 170 now. Okay. Professor's Research hopefully gets us a Decidueye. Alright, we get one. Let's play it. And now we at least razor relieve this Komala. Then he is gonna do 130 to us. We're left with 70. We have an Erica, so we can heal. He is left with 150. We can do 100. Okay, so we heal 50. So we're up to then 120. So sadly we can't survive 2 turns from Giratina. So he has no points yet. So ideally we would actually draw a Rowlet and something else maybe. Oof, and a Darkrai, okay. So he's gonna do another 20 extra. So 50 healing is not gonna do anything here. Okay, so we take 130, we're down to 50. So what we could do is Pheromosa. And then maybe hope for another Pheromosa. Okay. So we're gonna heal our Decidueye. Then we are gonna retreat it into Pheromosa. And we're gonna do 1 energy on the other Pheromosa. Then jump loose. So Darkrai gets 20 damage on him. And then what I want to try and do is soften up the Darkrai such that it's being able to be one-shot. That is kind of what I want to do. Otherwise this Giratina is also gonna do damage to itself. Alright, never mind. That is annoying. Okay. Cyrus still exists, of course. Okay. Well, I had a plan, but the plan is not gonna work. And the Rowlet is not gonna save me, so... Alright, this is a rough start. Maybe I should change the deck. Not sure. I don't really have any other deck yet. Let's play a few more, I suppose. Let's give it a try. Alright. Here we go. We go first, and we're against a grass type. I think we start with Rowlet again, because we have Decidueyes in our hand. We have a Professor's Research as well. Oof, and we're against another Buzzwole here. So Buzzwole is weak to fire, so we might swap to a Charizard deck or something later on. Okay, Leaf Cape, at least. That's something. Let's end the turn there. Okay, keep Pokeballs. And he has a Celesteela now. This is already looking pretty rough. Okay, so we can Dartrix, which is able to do 30. That's also first Pokeball, then Professor's Research. And we get a Mars and a Pheromosa. Let's play both. Then we play Dartrix to do the 30 damage. And hopefully we can get a rare candy for our other Decidueye. That is kind of what I'm looking at right now. Okay, he heals. That is annoying. But it's also not the end of the world yet. Okay, he Pheromosas. So which one is gonna take 20 damage here? Okay, my Rowlet. That's fine. Okay, so we have 3 Decidueyes now. Alright. We could do our non-EX Decidueye. That is gonna give us 70 damage on Buzzwole. Pheromosa is only able to do 20, so it's not a huge threat. Plus we do 70, and he also used one of his Ericas already. So I think that might be best. So just get this Buzzwole down to 70 HP. There we go. And now we wait to see what he has going on. Nothing too fancy yet. Okay, so we take another 20. He has 100 HP now. But we can also rare candy our Rowlet. So that is pretty good. Since he has 100 HP, I think we're just gonna sniping arrow the Pheromosa. Because this Decidueye is probably gonna be knocked out. Unless he is able to swap into my other Decidueye, the Decidueye EX. Let's see. Okay, he concedes. Let's go. So we do get 1 win. That is good. Alright, that's 1. Let's go again. We can do this more. Surely, right? Okay. What are we up against here? A fighting type. Oh, this is another new deck. Type null. Okay, so we get a bunch of drawing here. Pheromosa, and we can also get the other Rowlet. There he is. But I think we are gonna Pokemon Communications into one of our Decidueye here with the Pheromosa. Alright, so we get a Decidueye. Let's play Rowlet. And then next turn we can Decidueye already if we want to. Okay, so he Pokeballs. And alright. 20 damage only, that's okay. We can do Rare Candy Decidueye. Here we are, and then we also Jump Blues, So we do 20 damage to the skull fossil. Let's see what he has. He could evolve. And yeah, okay, he could. And then also use a support card if he has it. Okay, he doesn't, because he doesn't need to actually. That is fair. Okay, so let's use our Decidueye. We sadly don't have any energy on him yet, so we can't do any damage. But alright. He also won't be able to knock out my Decidueye here, I think. He shouldn't be able to, at least. Right? Well, a rampardos is gonna be a bit of a problem, yeah. Well, alright. That happened. I think I'm just gonna move to my older deck here. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so we lost another. I think I'm just gonna move to the Greninja deck that I played at the end of the last season. I don't think I have any really good new decks yet. Where is it actually? No, it's not this one. It is... oh, this one. Let's go. Let's see if this one brings us a little bit more luck. Or luck. No, not luck. Better. Just better games. So I don't think the other deck was that good. Alright, let's focus up here. Okay, we can play Froakie, we can play Shaman. Let's go. This is a old solgaleo deck. Nothing fancy, nothing new. Okay. Rocky helmets. We do have a Guzma, so we could Guzma here and just do 10 damage. I think that is what we want to do. Otherwise, my Froakie is just gonna be knocked out immediately. Let's also Giant Cape and Pokeball. Let's see what we get. Oricorio, yep. Alright, so our water energy goes on the Froakie and we do 10 damage. Nothing insane, but still. 10 damage is 10 damage. Let's see if he has any other tools. Not yet. No, okay. So in this case, we first Professor's Research. Let's see what we draw. A Pokeball and a rare candy. Okay, so Pokeball gives us either Oricorio or something. Yep, there's a Froakie. Let's play Energy Dare. Don't think we're gonna play the Froakie yet. And heal our other guy. And then we do 10 damage. Again. So he's down to 60. Now. Okay, so he's Sabrina's. Oh, he can put in Oricorio. And he is gonna do 50 damage to Another oricorio, that is not really what I wanted. We could do 50 to this Skarmory. We have another oricorio, so that's not too crazy. Let's do that. Let's heal our Froakie. Or, well, both of course, but Froakie is more important since our oricorio is gonna die here. So we do 72 Skarmory, he gets knocked out. Our oricorio gets poisoned. But he doesn't have another Skarmory yet. So I can just swap it out. And then we should be okay. We also have a electric type energy on our active spot. So we can just give the other oricorio a electric type energy. Ooh, and we get a Greninja here. That is also really nice. So, yes. I think we put one here. Use our retreat to get it on the bench, so we get rid of the poison. Then we can heal it. Here we go. And use Water Shuriken on the bench guy, sure. And that's the turn. So he probably has solgaleo, at least one. Surely. Like, I don't see how he won't have it here. Maybe. Okay, so there it is. Is it going in the active? No, it isn't. Alright, so then in this case, we of course play an energy on oricorio, heal up again, and play Water Shuriken on the Cosmog, and use Zap to knock it out. So there we go, we get another point. And now we just have to wait for his turn, but basically I think we're good here. I don't see how he would be able to win this. I mean, even if he has Sabrina, like, he is not gonna do damage to my oricorio. So yeah, we can do 50. Oh. And another 20 with the Water Shuriken. And of course we can keep healing. So that's good as well. Let's just try knock this solgaleo out. It is gonna take a while, but let's do it. 90 HP left. Okay, he's gonna Lily, so that is 60 healing. That's just gonna mean that it's gonna take a little bit longer. There is nothing he can do here. So he's just making the game take longer, basically. We also can't, or well, I don't think I have a Sabrina, I'm not sure. If we do have Sabrina or Cyrus, then maybe we can get this Skarmory in the active to instantly finish the game a little bit faster. Okay, so he Cyruses my other oricorio. and play Skarmory. Interesting choice, because he's still gonna be knocked out. So we can just Greninja for 20, and then, yep, there we go. So we won. Let's go. That is a victory. Let's go. Let's go again. This deck is so much nicer to play. Alright, going second this time. Sadly we are forced to start with a Shaman. We are against a new deck, the type Null. Alright, and he plays Professor's Research. This is the Rampardos then, I guess. Let's hope for a Froakie here. There we go, Froakie. Let's play this here. And let's see, he would be able to do 100 basically if he has the right cards here. So, or no, actually not, maybe. I'm not sure how many energy the new Silvally guy needs. If it is 2, then no, of course. Okay. So ideally in 2 turns we want to knock out the Skull Fossil. So Rampardos is a bit of a problem if he gets it. Okay, it deals 40 damage. We can Gazma. Okay, so he has 40, right? So Giant Cape into a heal means that we have 50 HP. So unless he evolves, then I think it should survive. Let's Water Shuriken the Skull Fossil and then Gazma. Get rid of that cape. There we go. Energy, of course. And that's the turn. Alright, so let's see what he has. He could have a Rampardos, but he would need a rare candy, of course. Alright, so there's the Silvally, which does 100 damage. Okay, we get a Greninja. What does he get? Pokeball. But he only needs... Surely he has a rare candy, no? Okay, I guess not. I mean, we still kinda are in a very losing spot here. So we don't have anything else. We can Water Shuriken though. So that means this guy is at least gonna be knocked out, that's 1 point. But now we need something else, because this guy is gonna do 100 damage, or down to 20. And then what? Okay, so he has another one. And another Silvally. Okay, wait. Yeah, no, it deals 50 only because he played no support cards. And we can heal for 40 here. Sadly, we don't have a water energy next turn. We can Water Shuriken the Skull Fossil again. Let's hope he doesn't survive one turn, and then there we go. Not too bad. If he has a rampardos, he can win. If he doesn't have rampardos, then we can win. Does he have rampardos here? No, he doesn't. Okay. So we're in a pretty okay spot then. So he also doesn't seem to have any support cards, and we can get a rare candy here. So we have our candy green ninja. We also have a water energy next turn. We should be okay. Can snipe this guy for 40 damage with our water shurikens. Plus then 60 from Mist Slash. Here we are. That is 10 HP left. Should be a 1 game. Yep, there we go. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. Let's go. We're at 1008 points again. Let's go. One more win, please. For the rank up. Alright. We're going second. We start with Giratina. And we're against a Garchomp deck. While you wait for our opponent. Okay. So a Skull Fossil is played. Let's hope for a Froakie. There he is. Okay, not bad. Let's Professor Research then. See what we get. Oricorio, alright. Not bad, if I say so. I think we keep one spot open for a potential Shaman though. Let's play an energy on Oricorio. And of course Broken Space below for one there. Okay, pretty decent spot here. Let's see if we can bring it on home after this though. He gets a Gibbite. Ooh, and we get a rare candy. That is good. That is what I'm talking about. So League Greninja. Let's play an energy here. And then we Water Shuriken. The Skull Fossil, of course. I think this is the point where we do play Froakie. And then... Okay, Arena or Oricorio. And we Broken Space. So next turn we could get Oricorio in the active if we want. Okay, there comes a Cranidos, that is annoying. So no one-shotting the Skull Fossil. Okay, we take another 30 damage. Okay, Frogadier. This guy gets a water energy. I think it's time to get Giratina out of the active. So retreat into Oricorio. Water Shuriken is gonna do... What are we gonna Water Shuriken? I think the Gibbite, because if he doesn't have a Garchomp, then right now it's only gonna have 50. Or 10 HP, I mean. So we bring it down to 10, which means that we can snipe it with Greninja. Okay, so Rampardos is in play. Which means our Oricorio is gonna die here. That is for sure. He's gonna take 50. So he goes down to... Okay, so he goes down to 100. Yeah. Okay. So I think we play Frogadier here. So let's play Frogadier. Okay, and we get a Shaman, so we could heal up, or we can play Oricorio. I think our Frogadier is like pretty much guaranteed to get knocked out here. So I think we Greninja the Gabite. So that is 1 point. Here we go. And then we put an energy. Well, first we heal. So yeah, the 10 HP. And I think we put an energy there and just do 30 damage. Okay. So he goes down to 70 HP. If he knocks out my Frogadier, we can just Water Shuriken. He heals though. So, but still, if he knocks out my Frogadier, he takes 50 damage here. So there we go. He's down to 80 HP. And we Greninja. So you won't be able to one-shot my Greninja. And we can also play Oricorio again. Heal a bit. And then with Water Shuriken, Mist Slash, we can knock out his Rampardos. So 20 plus 60. There we go, that's another point. Not bad. Okay, he plays Gibble. Let's see if he has anything. Okay, so he does have a rare candy, so Garchomp is gonna do 50 damage to my Shaman, probably. Isn't it? No, actually to Giratina. I think that is a mistake. So my Shaman is dead in 2 turns, and I can't heal it. Okay, but we're still in trouble here. Because he could just... Okay, I think he's just gonna Cyrus my Giratina, I think. So I think this game is lost, but who knows, maybe we are lucky. So let's heal. Let's see if he has Cyrus. So Water Shuriken, this guy, and Mist Slash as well. And here comes the Cyrus. Yep, he drew it even. Okay. Well, that was a little bit of luck on his side then. But yeah, it happens. It's fine. It's fine. We move on. Alright. Let's see if we can do a little bit better. I mean, we did play that pretty well, I think, but he was just a little bit lucky with the Cyrus draw. Alright, Dark Ray deck probably. Okay, we have 2 rare candies. We start with a water energy, so I think we start with Froakie. He has a Darkrai. Okay, Professor's Research. And it gives him nothing, maybe? Okay, we would like a Greninja. We don't have it yet. 2 out of 14 cards are Greninja. Alright, Giratina as well, yep. Good old Giratina Darkrai deck. We also get a Giratina though. That is pretty nice. Okay, I think we mostly want a... we mostly want a Shaman. Then we can just heal for 10 every turn. So let's hope for that. Okay, so we take 20 again. We get a Oricorio, that's not really what I wanted. Let's play Rita for 40 healing. So I don't think he should be able to play his other Darkrai, but just in case, let's use our Oricorio here for 50. Not too bad. And then we see what he plays. A red card, actually not too bad for me. So my hand wasn't that good. Okay, Guzma Frogadier, Giant Cape. Not too bad. I would still love a Shaman for some healing. Ooh, Professor's Research. A rare candy and another rare candy. Really? Really? Alright. Frogadier then. Let's play an energy there. Let's just use Zap. So Darkrai is down to 30. Not too bad. And we take another 20 probably. Oh, and he has a Kamala. Okay. So Kamala is gonna try and knock out my Oricorio. As he heals his Darkrai for quite a bit. That is unfortunate. Ooh, okay, we got a Shaman. So Kamala does 70 damage, so Shaman plus Giant Cape should actually save my Oricorio. He has 80 HP here. There we go. And then Zap for 50 again. So he's down to 30 again. That should keep my Oricorio alive, hopefully. He plays Leaf into Kamala, I guess, and he's gonna do 70. I think. Yep. So we're down to 10 HP. So this is the point where I think we just swap into Frogadier. And we don't have any Greninja yet. So 7 cards, 2 Greninjas. Yeah, we swap into Frogadier. And then we play an energy on Oricorio again. Use the 30 damage. And he either swaps into my Oricorio with Cyrus or something to knock it out, or my Oricorio will live another day. Okay, so yeah, Cyrus into Oricorio. Oricorio gets knocked out by Darkrai. And then he is gonna use Kamala again for 70 on our Frogadier probably. No, actually plays dark right here. So Frogadier dies. My game is very laggy right now. I do have to restart the game probably. So the only thing we still have is Giratina here. Shaman is able to be knocked out in one turn. Okay, well, we also get a oricorio. My god, my game is laggy. Okay. So yeah, let's just broken space below. We still need to draw a Greninja. I mean, if we draw a Greninja, maybe we have a little bit of a chance. Okay, rookie helmets. So that is 100 damage. Okay, finally we have a Greninja. So we rare candy our Greninja into play. And now, what do we do now? I think well, first of all we heal. So Giratina's up to 60 again. This Kamala can just one-shot my Oricorio. So playing Oricorio in the active is not gonna help us here. Let's think here. So I think we Guzma to get rid of his helmet. So yeah, there we go. We have to get rid of Giratina from the active or it gets knocked out. I think guaranteed. Actually, my Greninja also gets knocked out guaranteed. And Oricorio does as well, so we lose either way. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna restart my game real quick to get rid of the lag. Let's go. Okay. So sadly we lost. Let's see if we can maybe get a wonder pick here. Anything I want? This guy maybe. Anything else? The Decidueye we have. Type null. Zeroa. I think the only thing I kinda want is this guy. Wait, which one? Where is he? This guy. So let's try get this one. Okay. Can we get it? No, we don't get it. Okay. Well, it was worth a try. Let's play a few more games then. Okay, let's go versus ranked. Let's go. Let's go again. Against a Pikachu. Or well, someone that has a Pikachu profile picture. Alright. We're against an electric type, so no, we don't start with Froakie then. See, of course takes extra damage from electric. Tapu Koko. Take energy and attach it to this Pokemon. Alright, that is a pretty solid EX card, yes. Alright. Okay, so we at least get a Greninja up pretty early. I think we're just gonna put energy on him. He will survive at least one turn against Tapu Koko. And Oricorio won't take damage actually from Tapu Koko. That is pretty good. Didn't even consider that yet, but yeah, that is true actually. Okay, so we don't take damage. He does get an energy. We get another Greninja. No electric type energies though, so that is unfortunate. Okay, so we got this. And we can Water Shuriken. I mean, doesn't really matter that much. We can also get the other Froakie. Maybe we got very lucky. And we get 2 Greninjas going. That would be amazing. Alright, so he plays Magneton. Which is gonna be a Magnezone, probably. Okay, yeah, he got very lucky there. That is unfortunate for me. How am I gonna win this now? This guy is has basically already won. We have another Oricorio. Magnezone is just able to one-shot everything now, so... Ooh. That is rough. Alright. Yeah, let's try win at least one more with this deck. See if we are against a little bit more of a decent deck. Another electric type. Alright, this is another Tapu Koko? Looks like it. So these are weak against fighting type. That is good to know. Okay, so we are going to have a Froakie and a Giratina. That is nice. Maybe have a little bit more of a chance this time. Let's Broken Space. Let's see. Any red cards? Okay, that is annoying. Rare candy? And a Pokeball gives him another Zerora. Alright. Yeah, so he has 2 energies. And he is not able to do 50 because it's at the end of the turn. So we might have to sacrifice our Shaman here. Oh boy, okay. So I think we play the older Froakie and just put energies on Giratina. I think that is pretty much all we can do. Now we wait. So Tapu Koko is also weak to fighting? Yeah, it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Another Tapu Koko. So my Shaman is down to 10 HP. A Frogadier. Really? Really? Okay. Alright, so we can actually, let's heal. So that is one thing. Then put an energy here. Retreat into Frogadier. And use Broken Space below. I think that is our best bet here. Now he waits. Okay, so he puts an electrical cord there. But Tapu Koko is probably gonna have enough energy, so my Shaman does get knocked out here. That is fine. So he gets 1 point. Which does mean that knocking out my Giratina would be enough for him to win the game. We do get a Greninja. Can of course also Gazma to get rid of 2 of his tools. So that is pretty good. Let's play an energy here. Use Chaotic Impact for 1 point. So we go down to 130. Let's see. Okay, so the other Zoroa is played. He's able to do 50. So we go down to 80. And Tapu Koko deals 90. So if we heal with Arena, I think we're okay. Actually, we win here because of Cyrus. So we can Cyrus Tapu Koko. There we go. That's nice. And he rage quit. Okay. Chaotic Impact. Let's go. That is what I'm talking about. More of that, please. Alright. Nice. Very lovely. Let's go again. Okay. Let's play Froakie. Start. Celesteela. Alright, so this is the new grass type Celesteela Buzzwole deck. Oricorio is able to withstand that damage though, so that is good. Double Froakie. Maybe not ideal, but it is something. We also have a Frogadier. And we have 2 rare candy, so... Okay, so there is Buzzwole, there is a Greninja, that is lovely. How much does Greninja retreat? Is only 1 cost. It's not too bad. Let's play a Greninja. Let's do 20 Water Shuriken damage to Buzzwole. Alright, so he goes down. Let's also do this and put an energy on our Oricorio because it is a electric type energy. The next energy is a water type. Yeah. Alright, so we can put in Oricorio next turn. into the active. Okay, here comes Boswell. It's gonna do 30. That's okay, we're going down to 90. We can even Arena if we want to. If he might have a Cyrus, so then he won't be able to use Cyrus. Let's retreat our Greninja. Let's Water Shuriken. Which one are you gonna Water Shuriken? Let's Water Shuriken Boswell. So he goes down to 100. That is 2 Oricorio turns, basically. Okay, Repel. Let's offer our Frogadier there. Repel is actually very strong against an Oricorio, I am now realizing. Okay, so he Urkas. That is annoying. And the Pheromosa as well. Okay, so Frogadier is dead. Now we play Oricorio again. And we play a Giant Cape, because we like that. Okay, and then of course we Water Shuriken again. I think Boswell again. So we want to take it down as much as we can. He could just simply Erica again, but well, we have to start somewhere, right? Let's wait. Alright, so he puts in the Celesteela. Oh, no, actually Pheromosa. I thought he was gonna put in Celesteela. 100 HP. Okay, so ideally we would draw Cyrus. Haha, there we go. Ideally we would draw Cyrus and you shall receive. Okay, so we Water Shuriken Boswell. Cyrus the Boswell. Here we go. And Zap. So that's 2 points. That's a pretty nice start. Next turn we would also be able to put in our Greninja, which is gonna do 60 damage. Instead of 50. Although this guy is weak to electric type. So our Oricorio actually deals 70. That is nice to know. Okay, so he does get 2 energies, 3 energies. Our Oricorio is knocked out here, actually. Alright. Yep. That is unfortunate. If he has another one of those. I also need a bit of healing, actually. Oh, oof. Okay. Ooh, okay. Shaman provides us with a bit of healing. Heal 10. And then we can put an energy here. Water Shuriken. Let's just do this guy. And 60 as well, so that's 80 damage total. Not bad. Down to 40. I'm not sure what he has though in the deck. So I feel like there is stuff that he could use. Definitely. This guy is weak to fire. This is also weak to fire. Okay. Okay, he puts in Pheromosa again. Kinda what I expected would happen. And another one, okay. So we take 20. Greninja is not gonna help us here. We're just gonna heal. And then it's gonna be a 50-50, I think. So he needs to flip a coin. So if he flips tails, then we win. If he flips heads, then we lose. That is basically the name of the game here. Okay, so it's all down to a coin flip. Unless he has something else. But I think it's down to a coin flip here. As the professor researches. Okay, Celesteela comes in. Coin flip time. And okay, we lost. Sad. But okay, I think we did pretty okay this game. Nothing we could have done there. Pretty solid. So yeah, this deck is still pretty good, I think, in this meta. Let's try a different deck now. Let's now go to something I tried. So it's this, with Nihilego, Toxicroak, Paldean Wooper. Actually, why is there a Grafea here and here? It should not be in there. This guy can go. And instead we can actually maybe use a repel if we have one. Yeah, we do. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Let's try this one. And this deck is... what are we gonna call it? Like a Nihilego deck, I guess? Poison. Alright, Nihilego poison deck. We start with a Croagunk. Oh, and we're running into another poison deck as well. Let's poison Barb. I think I should also swap out the Croagunk for the different version actually. So next turn we can Toxicroak already. Drawing Nihilego here would be amazing. Okay, so he has Nihilego. Can I also get one? Ooh, and a Darkrai. Okay, so we take 20. And now... it's my turn. Alright, please a Nihilego. That is a Paldean Wooper. Okay. Toxicroak deals 20 damage here. And we wait again. Like if we would have a Nihilego here, then we would do 30 damage with poison. Okay, so he's actually getting rid of the poison already. And he can easily attach poison to me, of course, because it is a wheezing. So that's 20 if he deals 30. Okay, so that's another 20. And then with 30. That is actually insane, by the way. Okay, so he doesn't actually attack me. That is interesting. We can still maybe draw a Nihilego here. Okay, so there we go. We do get Nihilego. That means my poison is going to do 30 damage here. So we take 20, he takes 30. Toxicroak is going to be knocked out here. Sure. He was already poisoned, but yeah, let's poison him again. That sure helps, I guess. If that makes you sleep at night. Okay, so Darkrai is gonna knock out my Toxicroak. And is actually also able to knock out Nihilego if I were to put him in. Oh boy, okay. This game is so fucked. Okay. Yeah. Clodsire. Let's maybe check if we can make this deck a little bit better, because I don't think the Clodsire is working. Alright. Professor's Research, Leaf Poison. Yeah, this is screwed. Alright. I think we're gonna have to see if there's anything we can maybe change. I don't have 2 Nihilegos, that is also the unfortunate part. First of all, I don't think we should use this Croagunk. Doesn't look like a good one to have. Maybe let's indeed use Darkrai instead. And get rid of Clodsire and Poldain Wooper. And then use the other Croagunk. Not sure where it is. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hello, Croagunk. Oh, there it is. So that's just a basic 1 energy 20 damage one. And then we have Darkrai instead. Let's remove Pokemon Communication. And use a... Actually, one of those might be good. And... let's think. What else? A Iono maybe? Actually, might be good. Alright, let's try this. Ideally, you would want 2 Nihilegos, of course. But yeah, I only have 1. So... we only get to use 1. Alright, I'm going first. Against the fighting type deck. Let's play Croagunk and Darkrai on the bench. Yeah. Okay. So we are weak against fighting. That is unfortunate. Let's Pokeball into... okay, Darkrai. Professor's Research. Another Croagunk and a Toxicroak though, that is nice. Let's Poison Barb our Croagunk. Of course we're not able to play any energy yet. Let's play the other Croagunk. Just in case something bad happens to the active one. Now we wait. Okay. Let's see here. Basically, we want a Nihilego. So I think we Toxicroak here. And then Iono to maybe get a Nihilego. Toxicroak, Leaf. That's not a Nihilego. We can evolve into this guy though, so that's good. Then use Toxic to get the 20 poison damage running. Lovely. Okay, there's a Rampardos. Oh, a Garchomp actually, not a Rampardos. Does mean that he gets rid of the poison. But if he attacks my active Toxicroak, he will still get poisoned. He attacks my Darkrai. Yes. Alright. We plant energy there to do 20 extra, and then Toxic for the poison again. So 20 poison damage. Now, what is he gonna do? Lily is not gonna heal him of poison. I had to learn the hard way as well. I'm curious though, because, okay, he does use linear attack again. So yeah, my Darkrai is gonna be knocked out here. That means 2 points. Yeah, this is pretty lost, I think. Should just do 20 again. That's it. Nothing else. I think we lost. Let's go. Alright, let's try this again. Unfortunate we didn't get Nihilego, I guess. Maybe this deck only works if you have 2 Nihilego, actually. That might just be the case. Let's try again. We are racking up of quite a few losses here though. But okay, we keep going. We're resilient. We start with Darkrai, and we are against a grass deck. It's a Buzzball deck, isn't it? It is. Okay. Alright. So, yep, there's Buzzball. And Pheromosa. And a Leaf Cape. Oh boy. And he still has 3 cards in his hand. At least we have a Gelsma, that's good. Let's Professor's Research though. Another Darkrai and a Poison Barb. Huh. Right. Let's Poison Barb into an energy. So that does 20. Not a lot, but alright, we have to start somewhere. Let's play our other Darkrai as well. Kinda need a Krogan. Alright. Does he get anything from his Pokeball? Probably, yeah. But what? I guess another Celesteela? Oh, Cortana actually. Okay, so there is our Krogunk. That is what we wanted. Alright, so yeah, let's play it. Let's also Professor's Research. Another Krogunk. Pokemon Center Lady is not really helping us here. Alright, so this... And do another 20. He is poisoned, so he takes another 10. This game is interesting, to say the least. I'm not sure how we're gonna win this. Okay, Erika. So he's full HP again. Deals 40. 60 actually, because of the weakness, of course, yeah. Okay, so we can X-Speed if we want. We could also use Repel. Oh boy, okay. Alright, let's think about this. We can at least Pokemon Center Lady. I think that is a decent thing to do here. So yeah, that, and then we X-Speed into Krogunk, I think. So let's do that. There we go. And then Toxicroak gets played. We play an energy there and use Toxic, so he at least takes 20 now instead of 10. So he's down to 30 again. I would love to draw a Nihilego actually. Let's see if we can get it. Not too hopeful yet. Okay, so Pheromosa gets played here. We can do 20 plus poison. So Pheromosa is able to do quite a bit to us. This looks so weird and hard to win. Okay. I guess we do this, because Pheromosa won't be able to knock out my Darkrai in one turn. I think. So let's do this as well. So he takes 20 poison damage. So we now have two guys at 30 HP. And we also have a Repel still. Okay, Darkrai. So he did have a Cyrus. I was wondering if he did have a Cyrus, yes or no. Apparently he does. That's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, and a Leaf Cape as well. Alright, so Darkrai is gone. He is able to poison the Kartana. So it takes 10 damage. Let's play Darkrai. So he takes 10 damage. We can poison Barb. Ooh, and we get a Nihilego finally. Okay, let's think about this. So I think we... Okay, so his Buzzwole is able to one-shot my Darkrai actually. That and my Toxicroak. So we lost, actually. I don't think there is anything we can do here. Alright, fun times. These decks are not working yet. Okay. Let's actually start playing. Let's go back to something we know. Let's go back to Charizard. Yeah, let's start playing Charizard again. Let's go. Alright. Turtonator. We're against a grass deck. That is actually not bad. Maybe. Sprigatito. I thought that deck was also not being played. Okay. So we don't have a Kiawe or something, that is sad. What's a red card? Let's Pokeball, let's get a Charmander here. There he is. My boy Charmander. Alright, yeah, that is basically all we can do here. But it's still pretty decent. Okay, so we also get a Charizard. No rare candy or something though, so a little bit hard to play still. Let's see though. Okay, so another Turtonator. Our Turtonator is gonna knock out this Sprigatito. And we could maybe get a Charmeleon using the other Turtonator. No, we get another Charizard. Alright. That is not what I wanted, but alright, we'll take it. That is 90 damage. Sprigatito is gone. Now the other Sprigatito. Oh, he concedes, okay. Well, that is something I will take. Finally. A actual concede early on. Let's go again. Let's try get some wins here. Charizard might actually be a really good deck still. Charmander start, or against a fighting type deck. So it is a type null deck. Alright, let's Pokeball. Not that I think we're getting anything good, but that gives us more chance for Professor's Research to give us a Charizard. No Charizard. Let's play Turtonator. Let's also play the other one, sure. Combustion does 20 damage. Not too bad. Skull Fossil. Alright, so this is a Rampardos deck, and he does 40 damage. That means our Charmander is pretty much dead. Okay. Charmeleon, Charmander on the bench. Let's do this. Nothing else we can do here, so this is all our hand allows us to do. It's not a bad turn though. Just, yeah, this guy is gonna knock out my Charmeleon, isn't he? Rare Candy into Rampardos. And now he plays. What is he gonna play? Yeah, so he plays that and that does 100 damage now. Though 50 would have been enough, so I'm not sure why he does that. Let's play Turtonator. Just to give us a few more turns. Alright, the red card, sure. Let's put an energy on Charmander. So I don't think the Turtonator is gonna get enough energy with a Rampardos on the bench. He's just gonna one-shot it. And we're basically just looking for a Charizard. Oh, he does 50 damage, okay. There we go, there is a Charizard. Alright. Yeah. I mean, Turtonator is just gonna be sacrificial land here. Can't really do anything else. We do have a Lily, so that will heal up 50 damage from the Sil Valley. At least. So maybe that is gonna help us enough. Let's see. We wait for our opponent. He is slow today. Okay. So he is gonna knock out my Turtonator. And his Rampardos takes 50 damage. So we play our Charizard. Ooh, Kiawe. Not really what I was hoping for, but alright, let's Stoke. Okay. Alright, dude. Sure. That just happened. Sadly, a loss then. The start is not going well. And here I thought this season was gonna be better. But no. Not yet, at least. This, like the Boswell deck and the Silvally deck are pretty good, but I just don't have the cards to actually play them. So instead we are playing old decks. Oh, and this guy is also playing an old deck, I guess. A Carnivine Arceus deck, though. Okay, so we want, sure, let's red card, I don't care. And next turn, oh, we can actually Kiawe, that's really good. That's a solid start, at least. Now we wait for our opponent. Okay, so Giant Cape gives him 20 extra HP. We can just one-shot his Carnivine at least next turn. But we're down to 70 HP. So it would be lovely to get a basic Pokemon. No, not Charizard. Let's get rid of Charmeleon. Ooh, another Turtonator. Okay. Well, I can tank a little bit at least. So his Carnivine is knocked out here. And he is playing a Grass type energy. So that means his Zubat won't be able to do damage. Unless he has a Crobat, of course. Then it does 30. Let's see though. Okay, another Carnivine. Yeah, sure. If he has the leaf or something, then he could retreat it, but oof, yes, Pokeball. That is nice. Charmander. Right, so that's 90 damage. Nice. I think he is gonna retreat his Arceus here. Maybe. Not sure what he... yeah, okay, he is. Into a Zubat, sure. Let's go again. So we do another 90. Okay, that's another point. And now he will have to draw something good. Okay, rare candy, so it's Crobat. That is at least able to survive one turn. Oof, and my Turtonator actually dies here. We need a rare candy. You really need a rare candy. Okay. Rare candy or Kiawe. It's sad that we can't see what we drew on before we play anything. Ooh, Professor's Research gives us maybe some hope. Pokeball, another Professor's Research, huh? Okay. Well, This is not gonna give us anything, is it? Oh, Charmander, sure. Yeah, okay. Not much else to do, I guess. Rare candy, nice. So at least we get a Charizard. Guzma, rare candy. Alright, second rare candy, I guess. And now play this here. Right. Arceus. He's gonna do 30. Okay, that's it, I guess. So yeah, we do 90. Doesn't really matter that much, I guess. Okay, gone is the Arceus again. We have to charge our Charizard somehow. This is not gonna cut it. Okay, we do get a Lily, that is good. So let's energy. So that's 90 damage. And now, what is he doing? Okay, place an energy. Is he gonna... Yep, he is gonna attack, I guess. So that is... how much damage? 140? I think we lose this. Yep. Lily is not healing enough. Sad. Okay. Alright, stuff is not working out today. Let's think here then. I could try the Decidueye again, but not really feeling that. I think I'm just gonna quit here actually. Just losing too much. Need some extra cards to actually build some decent decks, so yeah, let's end it here.